If you hate a neurodivergent characteristic in your partner, you're going to hate it in your kids too. If you hate that characteristic in yourself and you feel shame about it, your kids are going to likely feel that shame and hate that characteristic in themselves as well. I know that sounds harsh, but hear me out. When I work with couples who have kids who are in grade school or middle school, what I found is those parents have the best of intentions. They tend to shower a lot of love and praise on their children, but what they don't see is that children aren't just looking at the words and positive acts that their parents are doing. They're looking at the nonverbal and unintentional ways their parents are acting as well. And those are the things they take the greatest notice of. What this means is, while you may be more patient with your child, when you're exasperated with your partner because they have inattentive ADHD, but it feels like they just miss things, that they just don't care, and so you tell them in terse words that they're a forgetful a-hole, or that they don't really care about you. If your kid also has inattentive ADHD, and they realize they're making those same mistakes, they're able to connect, oh wait, my parent does this, I do this too. Does mom or dad think I'm a jerk? Do they think I don't care about them? And so they begin to have this panic that although you're telling them you care about them, how you really feel about them is that maybe you don't like them that much, especially when they're being inattentive. Because you tell their other parent that when they're inattentive, they're lazy, they start to believe, wait a second, do they think I'm lazy too? Is there something wrong with me? If your partner's interruptive, hyperactive behaviors annoy you, and you show that annoyance and frustration, well, if your kid does that too, even though you think you're being more patient with them, they see how you're treating them, telling them they're rude or inconsiderate. They don't hear those positive messages. They hear again that there's something wrong with them. This is why working on understanding neurodivergence around ADHD, around autism is so important for couples, because developing that understanding with your partner allows you to develop that understanding with your kids. The other thing I'll say is that one of the hardest things that parents deal with is the do as I say, not as I do paradigm. So they may say, it's okay that you messed up with your homework, that you forgot to turn something in. But if they see you berating yourself because you missed an assignment at work, or you made a mistake and you're late for drop-off, and you are penalizing yourself because of your inattentive ADHD, your forgetfulness, they learn that, well, you may be giving them grace. How you actually feel about it because they share that characteristic with you is that it's not okay. This is why couples therapy and individual therapy around neurodivergence is family therapy. Because your children are always watching. And if they're biologically related to you, the things that you don't like about yourself, there's a 50% chance genetically that it'll show up in them. What's been your experience with criticizing your partner or criticizing yourself and your kids experiencing that? I'd love to hear from you.